What's good, YouTube? It's Sack Like a Pro, and today I wanted to talk about a few of my stories that I've encountered in Yu-Gi-Oh. So Yu-Gi-Oh for me has been kind of something that really changed the way I thought about certain things. I know it's just a game, but um, just in general, how the people who play Yu-Gi-Oh act and respond to the people who don't, and the way they get treated, when they are playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, in general, I tried at first, because I've only been playing for, about 7 or 8 months. And when I first began, I didn't really want to tell any of my friends that I played, because, frankly, I personally didn't think that it was nerdy. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't think anything like that. But I knew that other people saw it as that, and therefore I didn't really want to tell everybody. But as time went on, I couldn't really keep the secret out. And some of the kids at school learnt that I play it, and now pretty much everybody at my school knows that I play it. Which, at first was kind of a bit shocking to me, because I didn't know what ridicule I would receive. And I didn't know the reaction people were going to get. Now, at first, there were a few certain kids that, they're just assholes anyway, but they were kind of going on about it, and, they'd, come up to me and say, it's time to duel, and they'd, laugh and all that kind of shit. But, all you really got to do in that situation, and I know it's hard for a lot of people, but you really just have to ignore them. I know, it's famous last words, you don't want to hear that, but it's what you have to do. There is no magic potion to make them go away and stop them from teasing you, because that's the way life is. Life is retarded. That's what life is. So you have to basically ignore them to a point where they don't find it interesting to keep on doing it. And I personally have reached that point, which I am proud of myself, and I'm also just happy about. I don't even get teased anymore. They mention it every so often, but they don't even care anymore. It's gotten to the point where, they teased me at first, but I didn't care so much that they ended up not caring in return, because them teasing me about it didn't interest them anymore, which is really cool. I really am happy about that. Sorry. So, basically, when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I didn't really have many friends. I remember the very first day I came and started playing, I got put into first division, for Flight 1. And I'm just going to be honest, I got absolutely thrashed. And, it kind of disheartened me, because I'd always, because there was one other friend I played with before I actually came to the tournament. And I actually beat him, almost every time. But as soon as I got there, I'm yeah, I'm going to be good. And then I just got absolutely hammered. And basically, it was because I was pretty much playing the water structure deck, the Realm of the Sea Emperor. That was my deck, which is actually pretty funny when you think about it. And I can't even remember. I think I versed a full on Insectors. I versed Haze Beasts. I didn't even. I did win a duel. I won a duel against Haze Beasts. But I still really had no chance in that match. I kind of just got lucky, the Dragoon's marksman play. And, it kind of opened my eyes to how much, kind of the learning curve that this game actually possesses, which is something that a lot of hobbies like this can't really speak for themselves. You can, a lot of the time it does matter what deck you play, But there are so many things more than that people don't seem to pick up on. Like, the actual deck building itself is a skill that not many people possess. Like, knowing what cards to put in a deck and how many of that card to put into a deck is something really... It's kind of like a fine skill that you just have to keep on working on until you eventually master it. And, like, I know there's one guy at my locals, his name's Cameron. He comes up with, like, kind of all these crazy deck ideas, but they always end up working for him because he's played the game for long enough to be, you know, he's like a student of the game. Like, he knows what works with what cards, which is something I personally really admire, and I'm trying to get better at that. And that's one part of it. And then the other part is actually playing the game itself. So, like, when you start a duel and you get your 5 cards, what do you do? Is there some predefined play that you always do every time you open up a game? Because if so, I personally believe that you're not doing things the right way. I think that you need to open up with 5 cards and go, what is the best play I can do with these 5 cards? You know, you look at the 5 in your hand and you go, okay, I've got this, and this. At this point in time, what is the best play I can do? And you need to do that every single turn. Even though there are time limits, I think a lot of people play extremely, like, way too fast, and they don't think about their plays. And, I mean, it depends on what they're playing. Like, if they don't really care whether they win or lose, if they're just playing it because they think that it's fun, then go ahead. Like, you can do whatever you want in that case. But I personally, whenever I do something, I like to do it to the best of my ability, and therefore I'm trying to become a better player. So playing the game, like, when to set Book of Moon, like, I do this play all the time, because I don't know, I make this mistake all the time. So I have, like, a lance or a dress in hand. Like, I open up with 5 cards, I open up with Forbidden Lance, Forbidden Dress, any of those quick play spell cards. Or Book of Moon. What I'll do is I'll set that, and then play my monster. Which is really stupid because with a quick play spell card, the turn you set it, you cannot activate it. It's not like a normal play spell card. So that's kind of, you know, boom, like, mind explosion from me. Which, I mean, what am I supposed to, like, you know, I've got to learn to not do that. Because it can really help. Like, if you summon and they go, you know, bottomless, you can chain that lance, Forbidden Dress. I mean, Book of Moon won't. I don't think Book of Moon does anything in that situation. Maybe it does, but oh well. But if they veil you, I know you can Book of Moon and you'll get the effect of your monster, which is really cool too. So yeah, guys, I'm about 8 minutes in, so I'm probably going to cut this video off, and I might just make another one, maybe a part 2, or a ban this video. But that's kind of that. You know, that's some of my stories of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think how to overcome what others may think of you, and how to really just say, you know what, this is who I am. Like, this is, you know, I enjoy playing this game, and if you want to say something about that, then that's up to you. But this is who I am. I'm not going to change who I am because of some asshole. You know, and I think that's a motto that everybody could live by. Spin stack like a pro. I'm out. Peace.